Oh, so anyhow, Julian Assange. Yes, WikiLeaks. Yep, the Hollywood stage show. Yeah, that's exactly what that is. You know, Hollywood courtrooms, mocked Hollywood trials, the whole thing. It's sort of like watching Perry Mason. Yep. Except for sold to the public as a real event. That's really what's going on here. I have said this and said this and said this to people, and people will not look into anything, invest anything themselves. They will just buy the story. Buy the story. That of mainstream media or of alternative media, which is one and the same, you actually think alternative media is telling the truth and mainstream is not. Oh, that's like the Democrats and Republicans, the left and the right. A facade, fake, fraudulent, no truth whatsoever. There's never been two sides, Republicans or Democrats. In WWE wrestling, there's not a bad guy and a good guy. It's a show. Okay. And you can't get it through people's heads. And they can just keep running their psyopses on you and fooling you and fooling you and fooling you. You know, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. And there is no excuse for the public at this point in time. It's shame on me. You, the public. That's who it is. It's shame on me. Okay? It's not shame on you. It's shame on me, the public. And you may get mad at what I'm telling you, but you know what? I really don't care. You should know me by now. I don't care. Truth is truth and lie is lie. I don't care how many people believe the lie. It does not make the lie truth. You cannot turn a lie into truth because 5 million people believe the lie. It just means you got 5 million people deceived, believing in something that is not true whatsoever. That's all it believes. Alternative media, mainstream media are one and the same. You know, you think YouTube and alternative media is different than the mainstream media. It's sort of like the Democrat and Republican, who answer to the very same entity. One boss controlling both sides, one boss telling both sides following their orders, and feeding you a mirage, a hologram, an illusion. And then you believe the illusion. You believe the hologram. You believe the lie. So, this is a lot like Trayvon Martin case. Sure is. Yep, or the Anthony Casey case. Where you had a stage show, a mock trial, put on your television set, dang cough. Don't mind me. Oh, I've got antibiotics going through me right now. It'll take a few days to get rid of this crap, but anyhow. And it picks great times to hit me. But the truth of the matter is this. I was just going to sit back and watch this and blow it off like I normally do. But it's gotten to the point it's getting on my nerves. Watching how many people are falling for this. When they put the stuff in your face, even long ago, they flashed the truth in your face and gave you a video with an interview of him in an office at a computer telling you what he was really doing. That all the information WikiLeaks released to the public was information that the people at the top, your so-called government, was in agreement to release already. It wasn't classified information that wasn't supposed to be shown to the public. Not at all. None of it was. It was all deliberately released, and a name given to it as WikiLeaks, so that we could pull a psyop on the people and create more division. Okay? And now they're going to give you the end of the psyop, which is going to be a phony arrest, acted out, and show you him being arrested, all of Hollywood act. And then they're going to give you a Hollywood scripted mocked courtroom stage show, and maybe even a phony conviction. Okay? And now we got the end of free speech. Well, they'll use their psyop, their lie, their stage show, like they did with Handy Crook. Yep. Or Fartland. Yeah. The Fartland school shooting. Oh, what do you mean I didn't say them names right? Yeah, I know. I deliberately didn't say them right. You know what I'm talking about. How on the poor families of the B-10 victims. Yep. Them poor crisis actors. Them poor fakers who pretended to lose. And pretended to lose for some of the tool. It was actually a pretty brilliant way to make the tool. Yep. The tool, money. All we had to do is offer them some of their God, their controller, the tool, the monetary system, money. And they'll do anything for that tool, including being an actor and putting on a stage show and telling a fairy tale to the public and selling it to you as truth when they know it's a lie. You know, Elliot Rodgers' daddy was in Hollywood with Hunger Games. Have you listened to David Icke give you what Hunger Games was? Yeah. And he was the son of this producer, which is Hollywood. So the son becomes an actor himself and comes up and puts on in the manosphere, attack basically against what I gave a name to. Okay? Attack against the men. To continue the war of the genders. To continue to demonize men. And to give some voliticity to what they've really done that's caused TFL. You know, Forever Alone. Incel. Men going their own way. The whole 9 yards. Okay? So they gave you a Hollywood actor, and he came up and he did his act, and he drove his $80,000 car right in your face. Yep. And he did some videos, and he played the act of a TFLer, and then he went out and had a Hollywood act that he stabbed two guys of his own age or a little older within the same age bracket, used a knife to kill them both, because he was Elliot Bruce Rogers, or Bruce Lee, Elliot Chuck Norris, Elliot David Carradine. He was so good with his fighting skills. Yep. And they gave you the stage show, the mirage, the illusion, that he went on this killing spree. Okay? And that he's dead. When he's alive and healthy, and his real name wasn't Elliot Rogers, and we have pulled the wool over your face again, and you have believed in the lie. And then you're going to say, well, tell that to the victims. I will. I sure will. They collected the tool, the monetary system money, to be paid to do this act. So I have no problem with telling them about their poor B-10 victim who's still alive. Oh, and the people he stabbed, no, they didn't get stabbed neither. No, they didn't. You receive phony names. You don't know who they are. Not at all. They're all alive and healthy because it never happened. But don't worry. They use these events to pass man-made laws, rules, to take more rights away from you, the fools, to strip you of all of your rights off of lies, propaganda, which, by the way, these criminals legalize doing, being a liar. See, it's legal to be a liar nowadays. It's illegal to tell the truth. That's right. That's right. That's what's against the man-made rules now, against the law, is telling truth. And for all of you people say, I don't want you to lie to me, I want you to be honest. I hate liars. And to all of you people who say, I hate liars, the majority of all of you are saying, I hate liars, and then when they tell you the truth, you attack them for telling you the truth. Our world is over the top. Insanity. Yeah, insanity is the new thing. Being nuts, being crazy. Being totally psychopathic out of your minds. Not able to see or differentiate between a hologram, a mirage, an illusion, a dream, a fantasy, to reality. Okay, you're not able to tell the difference. The majority of you, a hologram is real. A cartoon is real. We all know that Yosemite Sam and Bugs Bunny are real characters, I mean, Yosemite Sam, he's a real man. Elmer Fudd is a real man. Shh, I'm Honey Rabbit. That's real to you. You're going to say, no, I'm being totally nuts. No, I'm acting like you are. No, seriously, I'm acting like you are. Because you're not going to back up and think about anything. You're not going to look into anything for yourself. And you're not going to zip your mouth and sit on a fence and not take nobody's side and just observe and watch and look for yourself and observe and watch and look for yourself, because to do so scares the hell out of you. You might realize you've been lied to, huh? You wouldn't want to think about that. It might depress you, right? Might hurt your little feelers. Yeah. So I wanted to give this little rant about your losing your freedom of speech. Yes, you are. But Julian Assange, no. They put the truth in your face a couple years ago and told you who he was. And he stood right there in that video and told you who he was. You turned your back to that. You ignored that. Now you're over here today going, and look what they're going to do to him for telling the truth. He's going to be prosecuted. Our freedom of speech is going to be gone. Oh, that was by alternative media, too. Which is one and the same as mainstream media. There's no form of alternative media on the computer that is real alternative media. They're the same as mainstream media. They're all owned and controlled by the same people that are lying to you already. But that's above your IQ. I digress. But I had to give you this little rant today because you got on my nerves with your ignorance of your sole willingness to believe in a complete mirage, an illusion, a fraudulent fake act. And they're going to run this right thing to the milk to you, you know, they are. They're going to take it all the way while they're having their caviar and their drinks and laughing at you fools for believing in their lie. And they're going to say, see how gullible and dumb these people really are? This is what I'm telling you. They don't deserve anything. They don't deserve to be alive. They're too stupid to be alive. Look at how stupid they are. Look at how easy we can fool them. That's really what they're saying. Right behind your back while you're doing exactly that. You really are. So for all of you people who believe in this WikiLeaks BS stage show with Julian Assange, you're beyond help. You're believing in a lie. And with that lie, you will support losing more of your natural rights as a human being to the very criminals that are taking your rights away from you. What idiots.